Lagos, a city that never sleeps, a symphony of car horns and vibrant chaos. Leaving it felt like stepping off a speeding train. The airport, a microcosm of Nigeria, bustling with energy, a mix of anticipation and apprehension. My flight, a one-way ticket to a new chapter, a Canadian Odyssey. Excitement mixed with a touch of trepidation, the unknown stretched before me like a vast, uncharted ocean. The journey itself, a blur of movies, naps, and nervous anticipation. The in-flight meal, a peculiar blend of international cuisine, a culinary adventure before even landing. Looking out the window, the world shrunk below, continents morphing into abstract patterns. The closer I got to Toronto, the more real the dream became, a tangible destination replacing the imagined. Stepping out of Pearson International Airport, the crisp Canadian air bit at my cheeks. My breath formed little clouds, a novelty I hadn't experienced in tropical Lagos. Everything felt different, the air, the sounds, the pace. Even the sky seemed a different shade of blue, a clearer, brighter hue. The city unfolded before me, a tapestry of skyscrapers and sprawling suburbs. The roads wide and clean, a far cry from Lagos's congested streets. The cars, sleek and silent, gliding along in orderly lines. Everything felt so quiet. My homestay family, a warm and welcoming Canadian couple. They greeted me with open arms and genuine smiles, instantly making me feel at home. Their house, a cozy haven, filled with the aroma of freshly baked cookies. It was a far cry from the bustling compound I shared with my extended family in Lagos. Canadian hospitality, a delightful surprise. They were genuinely interested in my culture, asking questions about Nigeria with genuine curiosity. They introduced me to Canadian customs, from saying sorry excessively to the art of queuing patiently. It was a crash course in Canadian etiquette, a blend of amusing and endearing quirks, mealtimes, a cultural exchange. I introduced them to Nigerian delicacies, from spicy jollof rice to savory puff-puff. They in turn introduced me to Canadian staples, like poutine and maple syrup. It was a culinary adventure, a fusion of flavors and traditions. The dining table became a bridge between two cultures, a space for sharing stories and laughter. Toronto, a melting pot of cultures, a vibrant tapestry of faces and languages. Walking down the streets, I heard snippets of conversations in languages I couldn't even identify. It was a far cry from the relative homogeneity of Lagos, a refreshing change of pace. Meeting people from all corners of the globe, a truly enriching experience. I made friends from India, China, Brazil, and beyond, sharing stories, exchanging experiences, and learning about different cultures. It was a global village in one city, a testament to Canada's multiculturalism. Finding a Nigerian community in Toronto, a comforting discovery. A little slice of home in a foreign land. The familiar smells of Nigerian cuisine, the sounds of Afrobeat music, the warmth of familiar faces. It was a reminder of my roots, a grounding force in a new environment. Navigating Canadian bureaucracy, a daunting task. Filling out forms, applying for permits, deciphering official jargon. It was a maze of paperwork, a test of patience and perseverance. A stark contrast to the informal, often chaotic systems back home. Public transport, a whole new world. Buses and subways running on schedule, a concept that seemed alien to a Lagosian used to unpredictable Danfo routes. The orderly queues, the quiet efficiency, the polite apologies for accidental bumps. It was a culture shock, but a pleasant one. Canadian politeness, a puzzling phenomenon, the constant sorries and thank yous even for the smallest of gestures. It took some getting used to, but eventually I found myself adopting the habit. It was a subtle shift in social dynamics, a testament to the power of cultural immersion. Respect for law, Nigerian time versus Canadian punctuality. Respect for law and order in Canada, a striking difference from Nigeria. People following traffic rules, queuing patiently, respecting public spaces. It was a refreshing change from the often chaotic environment back home, a testament to a different social contract. Nigerian time versus Canadian punctuality, a comical clash of cultures. Back home, fashionably late was the norm. In Canada, arriving on time or even early was expected. It was an adjustment, learning to synchronize my internal clock with Canadian precision. The concept of personal space, another cultural difference. Canadians valuing their personal bubble, a contrast to the close-knit interactions common in Nigeria. Learning to respect this invisible boundary, a subtle but important aspect of social integration. Navigating assumptions and finding common ground, encountering stereotypes about Nigerians, a bittersweet experience. Some people assuming I was a scammer or a drug dealer based solely on my nationality. Challenging these assumptions, educating people about the diversity of Nigeria, its rich culture and history. Experiencing racism, a harsh reality. Subtle microaggressions, ignorant comments, and sometimes overt discrimination. Navigating these challenges with resilience, using humor and education as tools for change. Finding allies in unexpected places, people who saw beyond the stereotypes. Finding common ground with Canadians, a heartwarming experience. Discovering shared values, common interests, and a mutual respect for human dignity. Building bridges of understanding, forging friendships that transcended cultural differences. Part-time jobs, security surprises, and Canadian work ethic. Working part-time jobs in Canada was, well, a humbling experience. From washing dishes to stocking shelves, every job taught me valuable lessons. The Canadian work ethic, it's a stark contrast to the more relaxed approach often found in Nigeria. Punctuality, diligence, and a strong sense of responsibility are key here. The level of security in Canadian workplaces, it was such a surprising contrast to Nigeria. No need for armed guards or high fences. There's a sense of trust and safety that was both refreshing and honestly a bit unsettling. It really reflects a different societal structure. Learning about Canadian labour laws was, you could say, a valuable experience. Minimum wage, workers' rights, and workplace safety regulations. A stark contrast to the often exploitative labour practices in Nigeria. Truly, a testament to a society that values its workers. Niagara's majesty, CN Tower's height, and nature's embrace. Visiting Niagara Falls, that was a breathtaking experience. The sheer power and majesty of nature. It's a humbling spectacle. The roar of the water, the mist on my face, the rainbow arching across the sky. A truly unforgettable moment. Ascending the CN Tower, now that was a dizzying adventure. Looking down at the city sprawled beneath me, it felt like a miniature world. The skyscrapers like toy buildings, the cars like ants crawling along the streets. A bird's eye view of Toronto's urban landscape. Exploring Canadian nature was, well, a rejuvenating experience. Hiking through forests, canoeing on lakes, breathing in the fresh air. A stark contrast to the concrete jungle of Lagos. It was a rediscovery of nature's tranquility. Afrobeat rhythms in a maple leaf landscape. Blending Nigerian culture with Canadian life, it was a harmonious fusion. Introducing my Canadian friends to Afrobeat music, the infectious rhythms and vibrant energy. Dancing to Fela Kuti and Wizkid, it was a celebration of Nigerian culture in a Canadian setting. Sharing Nigerian stories and traditions, it was a way of bridging cultures. Explaining the significance of traditional attire, the nuances of Nigerian greetings, the humor of Nigerian proverbs. A cultural exchange, enriching both sides. Cooking Nigerian food for my Canadian friends, it was like culinary diplomacy. Introducing them to the spicy flavors of jollof rice, the savory goodness of puff puff, the refreshing taste of zobo drink, a taste of Nigeria in the heart of Canada. A Nigerian's transformation in the Canadian mosaic. Reflecting on my Canadian Odyssey, it's been a journey of transformation, from a wide-eyed newcomer to a seasoned explorer, from a cultural outsider to a participant in the Canadian mosaic. A journey of adaptation, resilience, and personal growth. Learning to embrace the cold, both literally and metaphorically. Adapting to the Canadian winter, learning to layer up and brave the snow. Embracing the challenges of a new environment, learning to navigate a different social landscape. The Canadian experience has been, really, a catalyst for personal growth. Learning to be more independent, more adaptable, more open-minded. Developing a deeper appreciation for diversity, a greater understanding of different cultures, a journey that shaped me in profound ways. Pause 2S, Lagos looks, from skyscrapers to superstars. While my journey in Canada has been transformative, it's important to remember the vibrant and dynamic life back in Nigeria. Lagos, a city where tradition meets modernity, and where the skyline is dotted with towering skyscrapers and luxurious villas. Pause 1S. In Lagos, the opulence is undeniable. Exotic cars cruise the streets, driven by soccer stars, musicians, and successful business magnates. Aliko Dangote, Mrs. Folorunsho Alakija, Tony Elumelu, and Femi Otedola are just a few names that resonate with success and influence. Their lifestyles, filled with lavish parties and high-profile events, paint a picture of a bustling social scene among Nigeria's affluent. Pause 2S. The city is also a playground for social media influencers and politicians who frequent upscale restaurants and exclusive clubs. The presence of global fast food chains like KFC, Domino's Pizza, Church's Chicken, and Nando's adds to the cosmopolitan flavor of Lagos, making it a city that truly never sleeps. Pause 1S. From the bustling streets to the serene beaches, Lagos offers a unique blend of luxury and tradition. It's a city that celebrates success and showcases the rich cultural tapestry of Nigeria. Pause 2S. As I reflect on my experiences in Canada, I carry with me the vibrant spirit of Lagos, a reminder of where I come from and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Nigerians are also known for their deep respect towards elders and those of higher social status, a value that enriches the social fabric of the city.